Today on The Good Stuff, what to wear when you run your own business.
Nowadays, it's like you are kind of entrepreneurs or influencers or we have side hustles, and you kind of have to match your brand.
Alexis Hans delivers 2 multifunctional, mind-blowing makeovers that help our viewers stay true to their brands and comfort levels. Then,
one of the things that I think everyone loves is the air fryer.
people love their air fryer.
Like, I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
But the challenge is the cleanup.
Lori Williamson shares brilliant hacks to make our most dreaded cleaning jobs an absolute breeze. Plus,
Honestly, sausage, cheddar, chive, match made in heaven.
it's giving all the light and airy vibes of Yorkshire pudding, but even better. Find out how easily you can make your own toad in a hole.
Don't worry, there are no toads involved. It's gonna be fine. Have a seat. Now that it is spring, many of us are starting to rethink our wardrobes and crave fresh new looks. And that's exactly how we're kicking off the show today. Helping 2 viewers get the spring back in their step, please welcome Alexis Hans. Hi. Oh my gosh, I love. Alexis, did you dress us the same today?
Yeah. Sometimes I think I go, oh crap, what's she wearing?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't come as a twin yet, but we do match.
We do match.
nicely.
I'm very into this. Oh man, we look cool together. Yeah, looking good. All right, now Alexis, Stephanie and Sai reached out for your help.
Yeah, so excited.
I'm very excited about this. So let's meet them. Let's meet Stephanie first. Come on out. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Okay, good. Okay, I'm feeling very excited. So Stephanie, first off, what do you do?
I own Ampersand Bakehouse,
Okay,
which
great.
is a bakery.
Nice.
Yeah, and I spend most of the time in the back, so doing dishes and baking, and I wear a lot of clothes that are just
Good for that.
good for that.
Yes, I
Baggy,
understand.
Loose, comfortable. But then I come to the front of the store where it's beautiful pastel pinks and cupcakes and beautiful cakes. And I come out with my little skeleton sweater. And I'm like, all the customers are like, you own this place?
Yeah.
You're scaring the people, baby.
Listen, if I walked in and saw this sweatshirt, I'd be like, yo, this is a bakery I want to go to. This is sick.
It doesn't match the vibe at all.
Yeah.
So people are just so confused.
Yeah. Okay, so you're looking for Alexis's help, just like maybe matching that style a little bit more.
It's still like comfortable. I clearly have an aesthetic I like. But it would be nice if they like came together.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So like, graphic tees, comfortable clothes, jeans, but yeah.
She says graphic tees, but they're beer tees, people.
Oh.
Okay, there's a difference.
I'm not mad at a beer tea stuff, not gonna lie.
Skeletons.
Or skeletons, Alexis, yeah.
I do love a graphic tee. I'm like so excited to work with you because like nowadays it's like you are kind of entrepreneurs or influencers or we have side hustles and you're out and about all the time and you kind of have to match your brand.
Yeah.
Like everybody, if you Google it, everybody's a brand now.
Yeah.
Pressure have to be on
Pressure's
social
on.
media.
Yeah.
And she is in the back and she does it all, but she also goes to the front. So I'm going to show you some pieces kind of to give you a little bit of inspiration or people watching if they're struggling with certain stuff.
Okay.
Because I think you can fill your wardrobe with cooler stuff because I feel like sometimes when we're stuck wearing like our kind of baggy jeans and our sweatshirts, it's like clothes that we used to wear when we were younger. We just haven't been able to get out of that rut.
That's
we don't
me.
know.
Yeah.
I
We
get
don't know
that.
where to go, right? Okay, so I'm just going to show you cute stuff. Jeans.
But a dress.
I'm excited she got there when this was a denim. Okay, so I just want to give you pieces that you can dress up if you need, but then also be super comfortable because this is a stretch denim dress, okay, from Abercrombie. It's an A-line silhouette, so it's not tight. There's not a belt on here. You can pair it with your sneakers.
Perfect.
Put a cute T-shirt underneath, a turtleneck. You could add a little handkerchief, okay? The styling options are endless.
I like, yes.
I can do a
Alexis doing
whole
it.
segment just on this dress.
Okay.
So that's what I want you to think is like a little classic pieces with a little bit of elevation.
Yeah.
And then I want you to still do your graphic tee. We might do a rocker tee,
Okay,
something
okay.
cool. But instead of plain tees, maybe throw in like a striped tee or another pattern tee.
This is cute. I like the length of the sleeve too. It's a little fancier.
It's fancier, it's really great. And even like Mary's wearing a denim shirt, but there's little flowers on it.
There's
so it's
stuff
like
going on.
so it's like finding those basics that's a little bit more elevated. Now she's got like a really colorful bakery, so I want you to have some colorful pieces that match your branding. How cute is this?
So cute, yes.
That would match perfect.
Little crop jacket. I know you love the color pink for your branding anyways. It's classic. It's like a houndstooth pattern, but now that it's in this colorway, it's like all of a sudden edgy.
Yeah.
And not too girly.
Yeah.
It's like going to this to like
To like,
a little
cupcake
shirt.
dress?
Yeah.
A little different, yeah.
She needs an edgy piece or she won't feel like herself.
This is edgy.
Yeah.
We love this.
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening to you. This can be paired with combat boots. So like, you want that edge, right? Or those shoes right there. You throw on this just when you have to go to the front or something. Or I know you get interviewed by media sometimes or influencers come in, so you need some pieces like this. I feel like for you to keep in mind, because you like a little bit of edginess, an animal print instantly gives that edge. And you can do it in big doses or small doses, and it's really gonna transform your closet.
It also won't show chocolate spills. So we know what's up.
Yeah. Patterns are our friends.
Patterns are definitely our
Add
friend.
it in there. If you got something flower colored, that would be great.
Lots of white, actually.
Lots of
That's
white,
true. Lots of
perfect.
white.
All right, I am very excited. Stephanie, Alexis has some great pieces waiting backstage for you. So you head on back there. She'll be back there in a second. Awesome. Thanks so much. Bye. 2.5.
She's so cute.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Now, Sai also reached out for your help. So let's meet her. Come on out, Sai. Hi. How's it going? So what do you do, Sai?
I am a content creator.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what have you been struggling with?
So I started off as a food influencer, but now I've kind of graduated to more lifestyle and beauty. So when I get invited to these events, I tend to prioritize comfort a lot. I really need some help just elevating my look so that I can kind of fit in.
Yeah. That happens to me. Sometimes you show up and you're like, I misjudged the situation.
Who are these people and where did they get this information? How to dress?
All right, Alexis, what do you suggest?
Okay, so we're kind of gonna do similar stuff, but like their opposite styles. So your personal style is more classic, okay? As we just saw, colorful and edgy. You want to still be classic and elevated. So still gonna go through some nice things to give you versatile pieces for your wardrobe. I have to say, she didn't say it right now, but she's not telling the truth. She likes sweats, okay? She loves sweats. So my main thing is to get you comfortable clothes because you're gonna, otherwise you'll go right back to the sweats, right? So I wanna give you stuff that's not too tight, still has a good space and room to move in it. I love a button up.
So cute.
This one's cropped, adorable. This one's from Zara. What I like about it, if you have a tailored piece in your closet, you can instantly throw it on, and tailored pieces just make you look like you put time and got pulled together. That's why I like a blazer in denim. Looks better than a t-shirt in denim.
Totally.
It just, like, makes it look better. I also like that it's cropped, so they can still pair it with different high-waisted bottoms, and you can tie it in the waist in the summer, so this is like an all-year shirt for you.
Love that.
And that's just a quick, easy switch for you. I was kind of pulling these together because I like the color
like
combo.
this. Yeah.
I know, the blue with is really nice.
Yeah.
Another silk midi. So this is where you can see, this is just a great piece for anybody's style. Just pick the pattern that works for you.
Yeah.
So that, like, even hold that up. It goes with
With
your
the sweater. Oh, this is a
so
cute
we can,
look.
we can
Nice.
just sit right
Alexis
here.
on styling on the fly. Yeah.
So that's what you want, something that matches your wardrobe, because that sweater is like such a great color on you. You just need to add like a tailored piece underneath. And then other pieces that I thought would be great for you is just a cool denim blazer.
Yeah,
I like that. Ooh, right? This one's from Reitman's. It's really, really cool. Now, why I wanted to show you this is because you're not going to wear like a black blazer. It's just not you. You're in creative field, right?
Yeah.
So having like a different texture or something like that works for her while still keeping it really cool. And then if you want to copy Mary and do a denim on denim moment.
I love
So
it.
cute.
Love a Canadian text.
Yeah,
So
there you
good.
go.
Yeah.
Pair with a knee-high boot. You can pair it with a sneaker. This already comes with like a little belt attached here too. And these are just pieces you can dress up or down. I think that's your key. Don't buy anything that's like super dressy just for events, or you'll never wear them, or you'll think you can only wear them once.
Totally.
So buy pieces that you can wear every day, but you can dress up. That's like your rule for shopping.
I love it. Okay.
I feel like I'm very excited about this one.
Me too.
Yes,
Yeah, right?
Okay, Alexis, you got some great pieces for side backstage. So both you head.
do it.
Because I want to see this makeover. Okay, have fun. Okay. All right, we're going to see that reveal later on in the show. I cannot wait to see it. We got to take a quick break, but we will be right back, so stick around. This is cute. I like
Tomorrow on The Good Stuff. Weeknight Warriors, assemble. Vijaya Selvaraju, Andrea Bucket, and Alex Page all join me with tons of speedy homemade dinners that are as nice as takeout rice.
It's like fried rice, but like just way easier.
Plus,
I love that they actually asked us to bring our stuff from home.
Yeah, these are literally ours.
Like my American blood is like, ooh, I'm going out today.
we'll reveal our go-to kitchen tools that help combat the work week. That's tomorrow on The Good Stuff.
All right, everybody, let's get to cooking. Now, today I'm making my take on a traditional British dish. We're making toad in a hole. Now, has anyone ever had toad in a hole before? Don't worry, there are no toads involved. It's gonna be fine. But it's essentially like a big Yorkshire pudding, so kind of like a popover, that has a little bit of something meaty on the inside. Typically it's sausage, but you can also do it with like braised beef or really anything. You can also do it vegetarian with like a veggie sausage. That would be perfect. But for me, it is like the perfect thing to make at this time of year. Maybe it's a little cold at nighttime, it's a warming dish, it's delicious for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and it's a total cinch to put together. So the first thing we need to do to get to work on our toad in a hole is get to work on the sausage, because that's gonna take the longest time to cook. So the first thing you do before you do anything else is you get yourself a cast iron pan or any sort of oven-safe skillet, or even like a pie plate would work actually as well. What you wanna do is you wanna put that into a cold oven. Then you heat that oven to 425 degrees. So while that's heating up, this is getting nice and toasty. Now this is what you need to do. Grab your favorite oven mitt and just stick it here, because don't touch that handle. I have done that before. This is a hot pan, but you want that pan to be nice and hot because that's gonna help cook the sausage quicker and give it a really nice sear. So what I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of oil right on into this skillet. Just a little bit, just to get kind of things moving. This is a real little bit. This is the slowest oil pour I've had. Okay, all right. Now into there, we're gonna go in with our sausages. Now, if you want, you could do Italian sausages. I'm going in with like classic bratwurst. You could do a bangers, really any sort of sausage you're feeling. If you wanted to go really breakfasty here, you could easily do this with a breakfast sausage as well. So I'm just gonna kind of shimmy those or pop those right on into my pan. That's gonna start the searing process. And then I wanna pop those into my oven. Now, at home, you will use your one oven for this recipe. But here in the studio, there's a lot of swaps. There's a lot of in and out of the oven. So I'm gonna go use a handy dandy oven that you've yet to see. Its name is our handy dandy dumbwaiter oven. I'm gonna say hello. Hello. Okay, we're gonna pop that on in. There you go. Everybody has one of those at home, am I right? Now, what's gonna happen in there is that sausage is gonna cook for about 15 minutes. It's not gonna be cooked all the way through. That's just gonna get the sear going. We're gonna continue cooking it once we add that beautiful Yorkshire pudding batter onto it. So while that starts cooking up, we're gonna make that batter. Super simple. This is great, again, for popovers. You could make it mini in little muffin tins, cut up some sausage and do mini ones, but a big one is a real showstopper. So into my bowl, I'm gonna go in with 2/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Any sort of popover batter is really, really simple to make. The only thing you have to remember is you want things to be at room temperature, because that's gonna help everything puff up really nicely. So you don't really have to worry about your flour being at room temperature because it's flour. I'm assuming you keep that at room temperature. 2/3 of a cup go in for that. Then I'm gonna go in with about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then I'm going with about a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. If you wanted to here, you could add in some garlic powder, some dry spices if you felt like it, just to give it a bit more flavor, but we're going classic today. Perfect. Now I'm just gonna give that a little whisk together. And then we're going in with our liquid ingredients. And this is where temperature matters. You want things to be nice and room temperature or even warm, because basically what happens with a Yorkshire pudding or a popover is the eggs that go into this batter expand. And when they're cold, they don't wanna expand as much. So giving them a bit of a head start, making them room temperature, makes it so they're gonna blow up and balloon in the oven and give you like the puffiest, most glorious toad in a hole you've ever seen. So into there, I'm gonna go in with 3 eggs. Again, room temperature if you can. If you haven't left them out at room temperature, you can also always pop them into just a bowl of some warm tap water for a few minutes. That'll bring them up a little bit. Then I'm gonna go in with 2/3 of a cup of warm milk. Any sort of milk you've got hanging around. I always have dairy milk. I'm a whole milk gal. I don't like skim milk, it feels like water. I don't want that. I would just drink water. But if you like it, go for it. But we're gonna go right on into there. And then I'm gonna give that a good whisk together. Now this is almost the texture of like a really thin crepe batter. That's what you're looking for whenever you're making a popover. So So you do want it to be nice and smooth. If you really wanted to get out a gadget, not that you need to, this is really simple to make in a blender. Just blitz it up, set it aside for a few minutes just to like relax that gluten. But you do want most of those lumps out of here. All right, that is looking perfect to me. Now at this point, you could also add in herbs. Since it's a little springy, I'm feeling like I'm gonna add in some chives because I simply love chives. They're the one thing you plant once and then for like 4 years, they just keep growing back. Makes me feel like I've got a green thumb, very exciting. So I'm gonna chop up about 4 tablespoons of chives. About 3 are gonna go straight on into that batter, and then the rest I'm gonna just save for a little bit of a garnish. All right, get those nice and chopped. I'm going heavy on the chives, as you can tell, because I really like my herbs, but herbs are something you measure with your heart. I'm not your mom, measure the herbs however you want. If you wanna put more in there, feel free. But I'm gonna go in with most of those right on into that batter. Give that a good whisk. And then we need to pop this onto those sausages. And I think that sausage is just about done. There you go. Perfect. All right, I've got my batter good to go. And then I have got my handy dandy sausages in my fancy oven. Thank you so much. Now at this point, this pan is smoking hot, so do not forget your oven mitt. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop a little pat of butter right on into that pan around those sausages. And this is the fun part. Essentially all I do is I grab this batter and I just dump it right on top. It looks like it's gonna make a disaster, but it's gonna puff up around those sausages. We're gonna pop that back into the oven. Excuse me, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's hear it for the dumbwaiter oven, everybody. All right, once that goes in the oven, that needs to go into that 425-degree oven for about 20 minutes. It's gonna puff up beautifully and get golden brown, but I'm not done with this recipe just yet. If you did wanna eat this as is, it would be fantastic, but I can never say no to a little bit of cheese. So, I'm gonna grate about half a cup of extra old white cheddar. You could really use any sort of cheese here if you want. You could do a little onion in that too, do some Gruyere, kind of do like a French onion. That would be very tasty. But honestly, sausage, cheddar, chive, match made in heaven. So just give that a little bit of a grate. Any sort of cheese you want, again, is perfect. This is really good with Parmesan as well if you want to go a little fancier, but I pretty much always have cheddar on hand. Perfect. Now, it's been about 20 minutes, would you say? There you go, okay. I was really excited about the oven ding today, I'm not gonna lie. So now we're gonna check and see how this baby is doing. Oh my gosh, do you see this? Look at this. Absolute stunner. Like out of control. I simply cannot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab that cheese and I'm gonna scatter it all over top of this beautiful Dutch baby. That little bit of batter makes all of that. I'm gonna pop that back into the oven, and then I wanna set the broiler to high. I want that to go for just about 2 to 3 minutes, just until it's golden brown, and you have got the most glorious looking meal that you've ever seen. Like, you set that down on the table. This is really good for 2 very hungry people. I don't know why it's called toad in a hole, but it is a stone cold stunner. Now, if you want to, you can serve this up with onion gravy, but this sounds a little weird. My favorite, maple syrup. I know, even with the cheese, even with the chives, a little bit of maple syrup on there with those beautifully cooked sausages, the sweet, the savory, the cheesy. It is a match made in heaven. I'm gonna do one of these because I just feel like it. But like, do you see how custardy this amazing pancake is? Absolutely out of control. I am thrilled about this. We gotta take a quick break. I'm gonna try this toad in a hole, but stick around, we'll be right back.
One of the things that I think everyone loves is the air fryer.
People love their air fryer.
Like, I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
There's so many things that you can do to, to cook in it.
Yeah.
But the challenge is the cleanup.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to give just a couple of tips just to make it a little bit easier.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Cleaning tasks that we hate, but they need to get done. Well, Lori Williamson is here with hacks to make life a little bit easier. Hey, Lori, how's it going?
I'm good.
Listen, this is why I love you. You're here to help make those really annoying chores that we have to do just a little easier today.
A little easier.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things that I think everyone loves is the air fryer.
People love their air fryer.
Like, I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
There's so many things that you can do to cook in it.
Yeah.
But the challenge is the cleanup.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to give just a couple of tips just to make it a little bit easier.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so one of the things that you can do is you can actually take out the air fryer.
Okay.
So it's dirty, it's gunky, etc. And then you can add a little bit of water.
Okay. Just into
the base.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, how much are we talking here?
Yeah, just, we wanted to get it in there.
Okay, right on.
Right? And then you can add a little bit of dish soap. We want to make sure we're getting the concentrated dish soap because what we want is the ones that are going to have the surfactants, because the surfactants are the ones that are going to really get through all of the gunk and the grime and that grease, and we really want to get it up.
Okay.
So I'm going to just add it into the air fryer.
Okay.
And then you're just going to put it on.
Oh.
For like, a couple of minutes.
Okay.
And that's gonna help to like loosen up all of that gunk.
Oh, right on.
And the grease.
Oh,
and
the,
then
like,
all you do is-
circulation.
Exactly. And then it's like heating it up a little bit, the water.
Yeah.
And then you can just wipe it out.
Okay.
Right? Dump it out.
Fantastic.
But another tip that I would have when it comes to cooking is you can use liners.
Yeah.
So I really like silicone liners, but you can also use like the paper ones as well. That way,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about cleanup as much.
I love that.
And then the silicone liners, you can just toss them into the dishwasher.
See, reusable. That's
Exactly.
a good thing.
So I
Definitely key.
highly recommend them. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So we're keeping things clean, so we have to clean them less.
Yes.
Love that energy.
Because we can't give our air fryers up.
No,
Yes.
yeah, people love them
Yes,
so much.
for
All right,
sure.
next up, I think this is specifically for my mom, Myra Berg. We're talking stained mugs. She hates a stained mug.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
So all the tannins in coffee and teas, if you go into your cupboard and you have something like this, the stains,
Just
right?
like kind of sad little guy.
Right?
Oh.
Some people have their favorite mugs.
I have my tea mug.
Right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, I have to throw it away because it looks awful.
Yes.
It does look, it's kind of embarrassing.
It is. It's like, it looks like you haven't washed your cup in 82 years.
Exactly. And it's just that the soap can't do it. So what you can do, there's a variety of different things that you can do. So for example, you could use some water, and I'm gonna get you to add this, and you can
Oh my
tell me
gosh.
what you think this is.
This is it's a denture cleaner.
Yes.
Which
Right?
also great if you have any orthodontic appliances.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? And you can allow it to just do its thing.
Yeah.
So like maybe every month you can actually go in and like clean your mugs this way.
Okay, cool.
Or you could use something like this, right? So here we have the mug, and we can use some baking soda,
Nice.
right, to create a little paste. So it's a little much.
Yeah, but that's great.
Right?
And then it gives
And
a
then-
little bit of
abrasive.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
And then you can kind of rub it on around here, let it sit for a little bit, add a little dish soap, and then you're good to go. Or you can use, do you know what this is?
like a what is it called?
Melamine
Yeah,
sponge. Yeah, you
yeah.
can also use that to go through and like clean it off.
Oh my
Like,
gosh, look at all the gunk that came off that.
Yeah.
That was a dirty
Right?
mug. Yeah.
You can use that, and that's another kind of trick to get those stains off of the mug.
That's fantastic. I really like the denture cleaner
Yeah.
one. That one's a good one. All right, next up we're gonna talk mirrors, because
Yes.
I feel like I already know what I'm doing wrong based on what we have here. But I have a medicine cabinet,
Yes.
so I touch the mirror every single day, so
Yes.
it's always got fingerprints on it.
I have the same
Yeah.
medicine cabinet, okay? And I know that one of the challenges that people have is like how to get it crystal clear.
Yeah.
Right? Because who wants to have like
Streaky.
splotchy. Anyway, so we have fingerprints, we have dust. So what I like to do is use a foam cleaner.
okay.
Right? So I like to use a foam cleaner. This one is Sprayway.
Okay.
And then I also like to use a flat weave glass cloth.
See, this is what I think I'm doing wrong. I use my microfiber cloth, but it's like the pillowy one,
Yes.
and it leaves little pills
So you don't
everywhere.
want to do that.
Yeah.
You don't want to use paper towels either, right? Because it leaves lint. So let's talk about your technique though, Mary. What's your technique?
Okay, so first I usually use like a vinegar or like an ammonia-based cleaner.
Okay.
I spray it, and then I do this.
Okay. So like, we want to avoid that.
Okay.
I like to call it like the Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
Or an infinity sign. So you want to go back and forth like this.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah?
Okay, cool. It's like beach waves.
Right?
Yeah.
You just want to be very intentional.
Okay.
Let's see if it works here.
Okay. Oh, this is
Okay.
a thrill.
Okay.
Okay. Right
So
on.
let's see if you could do it.
Okay, let's
So
see.
just start from here and
Okay.
just.
So we're gonna do like a this. Oh, this is really. Oh my gosh. This is really good window or mirror cleaner.
Right?
Did I kind of do it?
Yeah, you did a good job.
No, you did a good job.
You did a good job, but no, it's exactly that. And then you can always look on the side to see if you see streaks, or you can even turn off the light to see if you have streaks, and then you can just go in and just kind of clean it up a little.
Oh my gosh, okay, fantastic. I need to get me some flat weave microfibers.
That is the key.
That's the key, and also
I think some good foam glass cleaner is also good.
I love that, because then you don't miss a spot, because you can actually see the cleaner.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. All right, now what about, we're tackling the big one. This is the biggest one, mold in the bathroom.
Yes. So mold loves the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's wet, it's warm, and it just grows. And oftentimes people are like maybe embarrassed about how their bathroom looks, like their shower and stuff like that.
Totally.
So I want to give you a couple of different remedies for that. Okay, so we can put some baking soda in here and make a little paste.
Okay.
Right?
So just baking soda?
And then we're gonna add some hydrogen peroxide.
Okay, how much?
Just to get it a little wet. I'll tell you.
Okay,
Keep it going. We wanna make a paste, like a thick paste.
Okay.
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 And then we're gonna add some good concentrated dish soap.
Oh, I feel like I've seen this all over the internet. This this paste of hydrogen peroxide, baking soda.
This works wonders.
Yeah.
So we can let's make it a little
more pasty.
thicker.
Okay, cool. Make sure you label the toothbrush that this is the cleaning toothbrush and not the mouth toothbrush.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna apply it into the grooves of the grout.
Okay.
And you just allow it to sit there for like 20 minutes.
Oh, see, this is the thing you've taught me the most, is let the product do its work.
You have to let the product do its work.
Yeah.
But you can also agitate it a little bit, so you could scrub it a little bit just to hopefully allow it to penetrate. Now, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be honest. This is only gonna work for some people.
Okay, yeah.
It's not gonna work for everyone.
Yeah.
But one of the things we wanna make sure we're not doing is using bleach.
Oh.
We do not wanna come in and bleach this, because bleach is not gonna work. It might remove the color, but it's not actually gonna kill the mold.
Get the mold?
No.
Oh.
So we don't want to do that. If you need to do something that's a little bit more, then I would suggest something like this from Active. It's a mold stain remover.
Okay.
And you can use this all down the grout line. So just make sure you follow the instructions first with how to use it. And you can also use this in the gasket of your washing machine.
Oh,
right?
yes, that is
It's
an area.
moldy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this is something else. But yeah, first I would try this DIY mixture. If not, you might have to use something
Bring in
else.
the big boys.
You gotta bring in the
For
big boys.
sure. Lori, this was great. I honestly regret the tile choice in my bathroom because they're too small. So I have so many grout lines, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Now I know what to do and I'm good to go.
Exactly.
I love it. Thanks so much, Lori. That was great.
Thank you.
We gotta take a quick break. We'll be right back. My next guest is the Emmy and James Beard Award nominated host of Girl Meets Farm. She's also a best-selling cookbook author and joined us now to chat about her latest book, Sweet Farm. Everyone, please welcome Molly Yeh. Hello, Molly.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Mary. It's so good to see you. I love Mary Makes It Easy so much.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. We're like
we
neighbors.
share Sunday mornings.
Yes, we do. On Food Network. Yeah. I love it, Molly. It's so good to see you. I am so thrilled that you are joining us. Huge congratulations on this absolute stone cold center of the book.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I wish I was there in person. I would give anything to eat that toad in a hole. It looked fantastic.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Molly. That's so nice. Next time you're here, I'll make you a toad in a hole.
I'm going to take you up on
Okay,
that.
perfect. I love it. I love it. All right, now we couldn't resist baking up a storm from this amazing book. We have so many things to dig into. First up, I wanted to start with something that you called probably your favorite recipe in the book, and that is these chewy frosted tahini cookies. Like, can you even?
They're big and they're chewy, and my favorite ingredient probably of all time is tahini.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
They're fun.
They're so
and
fun.
And they're big enough to where you get because like the best part of a cookie is that middle part where it gets extra chewy.
Yes.
And so they're big enough to have like at least 4 big bites of the innards, which, right? Like that's the best part. Like,
Honestly,
big cookies always.
Yes. Perfect ratio. Perfect ratio. Now, what is it? So you love the tahini in this, but one thing I thought that was really great in your book is you talk about how you speak fluent sugar. So what does that mean? And is that what inspired you to write Sweet Farm?
Yes, sweets are my favorite food group. They are my love language. They're how I express myself the best. They're how I connect with my heritage, my Chinese and Jewish heritage, life out on the farm. And also I married a sugar farmer. So like, I had to write this book.
Yeah. You're like, it was in the contract, in the marriage contract, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Your husband, Nick, is a sugar beet farmer, right?
Yes, he farms sugar beets and wheat. So, of course, the two biggest ingredients that I use as a baker.
Yeah.
And I was actually just doing some research. Canada has sugar beets too.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Big website all about sugar in Canada that I was just reading. But yeah, like sugar beets, our climates are so similar that we're all for the sugar beet here. And it's really fun to see that ingredient come to life before my eyes because, you know, I see it from spring planting to the whole growing season and harvest is just the best time on the farm. So to be able to see that ingredient come to life is really special. And that combined with my love of baking, you know, I couldn't not write this book.
No, I was going to say it's a complete match made in heaven. I honestly, it's such a beautiful book, and there's so many. The thing that I really loved about reading it is there's such variety when it comes to the types of baking. There's so many different levels. Like we tried this amazing cookie, but you also have a lot of like yeasted breads in here. So the next recipe we have is your black sesame babka, which I'm going to reach over to. Can we talk about this flavor combination? And the potato dough?
Black sesame. Oh, yes, potato dough. Thank you for talking about that. Potato dough is like, that's my favorite. If you add potatoes to a dough, it makes it so soft and fluffy. So it uses a dough that I use as like an all-purpose enriched bread dough that I use for the babka, for cardamom buns, chocolate swirly buns. There are so many different applications. And then black sesame is a super nostalgic flavor for me. I grew up going to Chinatown in Chicago with my family and eating all the black sesame sweets. Yeah. And there's something about that dark, toasty, nutty flavor that gets me every time. And of course, it makes a really pretty swirl in the babka because it has that great contrast with the dough.
It's stunning. It's so good. It's got that perfect balance of savory and sweet. This is so good, Molly.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Now, there's such a, like we're talking about it right now, but there's such an incredible range of flavors in this book. We've got things like rhubarb rose bars, black sesame ice cream, marzipan soda, a classic candy bar salad, which is classic Molly Yeh energy, and I love that.
Wait, do you have candy bar salad in Canada?
No, what is candy bar salad?
It's a delightful mix of candy bars, Granny Smith apples, instant pudding, and Cool Whip.
Yes.
It's so fun.
That is an energy that I am here for. Yeah.
But I do. There's like a from scratch version where you get to make your own Snickers bars, and so you can use any sort of nut butter. You can use tahini. You can use a black sesame butter. It's just like the world is your candy salad oyster. Yeah. And you can just have so much fun with it.
Well, that's the thing that is so great. I think you take so many great recipes and things that are classics, things that are familiar, and you put your own beautiful spin on it. We also have here your saffron and cardamom tiramisu that is an absolute stone cold stunner. It's beautiful. I just so happen to have a piece right here. So let's talk about the flavor bombs in this recipe because it's elevated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest tiramisu person.
What?
I know. Unpopular opinion, but I went to this gorgeous meal in Berlin years ago that these two sisters, Sophia and Xenia Oswald, cooked, and they have Persian ancestry, and they put together this gorgeous tiramisu that had the saffron, and then instead of the espresso and the liqueur, they used vanilla liqueur and Earl Grey tea, which I just felt like went so well with the saffron. There's a lot of rose in there, some pistachio. All of my favorite flavors just come together in this tiramisu. And so I was sold on tiramisu on first bite. So this recipe is inspired by them.
That's amazing.
I love the colors. I love the flavors. And it's just really fun to make and eat.
It is genuinely so fun to eat. I have a question, and I feel like you are the expert to ask. I consider tiramisu a casserole. With this, right?
Sweet casserole.
It's a sweet casserole. Yes.
You're a genius.
Thank you so much, Molly Yeh. Oh my gosh. Okay, but is this considered a hot dish or no? Because it is a casserole, but is it a hot dish?
Holy bucket. I think you just cracked the code. I've been trying to think of what a sweet hot dish would be this whole time. Yeah. And like, I don't know if do you have noodle kugel? Like,
yes,
is that
noodle kugel. Yeah,
in Canada? Okay.
Yeah, so good.
So I thought, maybe noodle kugel, but honestly, I feel like tiramisu kind of checks the boxes a little bit better.
I agree.
I mean, you have the layers, you have the creamy consistency, you have the really fun topping.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, it could also check the box of a cookie salad.
It could. Whoa, Molly Yeh, I love
feel like
this.
you just hit like a great trivia question.
100%.
Like, what could be both a hot dish and a
cookie salad. I feel like we just blew everybody's mind, which is excellent. I feel like our minds are equally as blown. That was so good. Now, we're switching gears a little bit here because you obviously you live on a sugar beet farm and a wheat farm. You cook for a living. You write cookbooks. You write recipes and cook on a cooking show. But originally, you actually got your start in percussion. You went to Juilliard for percussion.
Oh, that's a deep cut.
I know, we went deep cut. We went there, yeah. So do you see any similarities between kind of that, what you learned in music school and what you do now?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, so much about practicing music is confronting little technical weaknesses in your performing. And with baking and cooking, there's a lot of that too. I mean, there's a lot of working on technique. And especially with baking, there is that precision that you absolutely have to have.
Yeah.
And then there's this aspect of interpretation, interpreting the classics.
Yeah.
Interpreting a Bach violin sonata on the marimba versus interpreting, your classic babka. It's not so different.
Yeah.
Only at the end of the day, even
No.
if you screw up, you have a really tasty babka.
Oh my gosh, Molly, that is 100% my whole vibe. I was like, in the kitchen, there's no such thing as a mess up because you're technically making food and sometimes it's not edible, but there's always pizza, right?
There's always pizza.
Yeah. Molly, this has been so fun. Huge congratulations. Thank you so much for doing this with us today.
Thank you so much, Mary. It was so great to see you. And thank you, Canada. I love you. I love Canada.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, we love you too. And thanks to Molly. You're all going home, studio audience, with your copy of Sweet Farm. Molly, thanks again. We'll talk soon. Everyone, we got to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Bye. Yeah. Reveal time. Alexis, how'd it go?
It went so well.
Yeah?
These two were a hoot.
Yeah.
That might have been the first time I've ever used that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, it works. All right, we're going to start off with Stephanie. Now, Stephanie was struggling with what to wear to work. She loves kind of a grunge style, but feels that it's not polished enough for her bakery. So
Yes, grunge but polished. Keywords.
That's okay. I'm excited. Let's see Stephanie now. Come on out. Very good. This is so much better. Oh my gosh, you look fantastic.
There's color.
Yes, there's color.
Yeah.
And we still have a graphic tee.
And it's so comfortable.
There you go. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, we are winning. All right, I love this. Alexis, you're gonna break down the look for us. And if you like anything you see, just scan the QR code on your screen.
She pretty much took all my talking
Yeah.
points. Comfortable, right?
Yes.
That's key. But something that she can wear kind of while you're still in the back, because I'm gonna give a tip for that. But then also look really good if you need to go to the front of house.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just say first tip? Sometimes it's good if you own a little business. If you almost have a small wardrobe in the back, you just have a couple pieces. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Totally.
So that you have your little work wardrobe, okay? But let's start off.
Yeah.
She loves grunge, of course.
Yes.
I used to love grunge. I still do, but
I know,
not-
Alexis is grungier than you think.
Oh.
Yeah. It's true.
Secrets out.
Secrets out, guys. Yeah.
Okay, so I love a moto jacket for you because it's so versatile. You can put it over t-shirts, you can put it over dresses, you can put it over that denim dress I showed you earlier. It's
true.
such a little turtleneck in the fall winter, okay?
Yeah.
Plus it's cropped, so it's just a great style and it adds you edge, okay? So anything too girly or too plain for you, put on this moto jacket, it's gonna make it yours. And then underneath, I just swapped her regular graphic tees that she likes, the beer ones, and just to give it a little bit more punch and personality, because everybody loves the Rolling Stones, you know what I mean?
So good.
It gives it a vibe right away.
Totally.
And then I know I'm pushing her out of the comfort zone, and everyone's wondering why she's in a skirt at the bakery, but it's her color of her brand.
Yeah.
This is not a silk skirt. This is the same material that your blouses are that you wash on cold and hang to dry. So you can do not think this is precious.
Yeah.
Wash on cold if it has flour on it, hang to dry, no problem. And I like the length.
Yes, the length is so good.
And it's just like a great piece. So like if you didn't want to walk into your bakery wearing this could be something that's hung there that will go with all your t-shirts and your little sweaters if you want to pop it on. Okay, so that's from Zara. And then we have to talk about the shoes quickly, or that are from Aldo. Has to be comfortable. They have such good sneakers out today.
I love these.
You don't have to buy plain ones.
No.
They're like a retro vibe, which is really fun.
And they're colorful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're selling it. And then the purse I had to get from Winners yesterday.
This is so fun.
Yeah. It's like sprinkles on a cupcake.
Yes. It totally is. I know.
It's so cute, right?
Oh.
But don't be afraid to take all these pieces, mix and match it with your own wardrobe that you already have. But I just wanted to give you like inspiration because you look so good. You own a business. You're successful.
Yes. Stephanie, how do you feel?
This is just so much nicer. It's so much like more polished.
Yeah.
Like when I talk to customers and stuff, I'll
Totally.
actually like just feel more confident in myself, and they won't be confused if I own the bakery or not. Which is key.
I love that. Well, Stephanie, thank you so much for doing this with us today. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, Alexis, great job. Can't wait to see what you did with Sai up next. Stick around. Good job. We are back with Alexis, and it is time for our final reveal. Now, here is what Sai looked like before. Sai said she was stuck in a rut with her sweats and very casual gear and needed help elevating her style. Alexis, how'd it go?
I don't know why I'm laughing. I love a good sweatsuit, but you're gonna be so happy because she just looks so elevated.
Oh my gosh, okay, let's see how you styled her. Come on outside. Oh my gosh, you look so nice. Oh my gosh, Sai. This color on you is so good.
Thank you.
Holy smokeronis.
It's so nice.
You did a great job. Yes. All right, Alexis, break down this look.
Okay, so I guess we could talk about the color. Like this is definitely, if you know your colors and you dress in it, it gives you a glow immediately, which is so great.
Good.
The jacket, cool trench from Reitman's. So you don't have to get a tan trench because a lot of times that's not somebody's color. They got navy ones, they got khaki ones. Really gorgeous. So you're just really seeing like what I love to do is dress people in their personal style. So we saw fun and funky, right? And now we're seeing like classic and elevated, which is so great. So underneath, I just want to give you versatile pieces so you can mix and match with everything in your wardrobe, and they can all be dressed up even more. This little knit is so cute. That's from RW & Co.
I love.
Okay, the buttons they don't undo, so you don't have to worry about
The gapping,
spacing.
yes.
Thank you, RW & Co.
Yes, you're like,
for
no
that.
one needs the fabric tape.
Especially with a knit, because you want it to be a little bit tighter, right? So it probably would. So that's a great design detail from them. And then I just loved a classic mini skirt on you. We're really going from like your sweats to like a cute little mini.
But it has the same pockets as her sweats did earlier. Like the little
Very.
cargo.
Yeah, cargo.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm loving
There's
this.
place for your phone because you're an influencer,
Exactly.
right? Yeah. Love that. And then I just love kind of keeping it all elevated. What's really modern right now, instead of doing like a pump or something like that, it's a knee-high boot.
Yeah.
And if you turn to the side, they're not too high. They're still got a nice thick heel, so
And
they're,
the
you said they're
color.
super comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
Exactly. She's like warm tones. So we've got those khakis and we got those browns, which is so beautiful. The boots are from Aldo, and so is the bag. So we just kept it monochromatic. Really, really gorgeous.
This is so good.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to take it into your closet, like I said, and pair like the trench over a dress or something like that. The knits can go with jeans, it can go with dress pants. And the skirt, if you want to do something fun, it can go with like a graphic tee if you want to kind of edge up your style too. So you can kind of play with style and find it as you get dressed.
I love it, but even the skirt with the sweater you were wearing before. Oh my gosh, this is
That's
fantastic,
true. Yeah,
Sai.
you already got like
Alexis,
5
you're
outfits.
teaching me a lot, and I love it so much. Sai, how do you feel?
I feel so classy.
Yeah.
I don't know, this is something to get used to, but I really love it, and I feel like it's definitely my style, but more elevated for sure.
And it's like taking you where you want to go because you want to grow your Instagram even more. 'Cause you got a huge following. But
Yeah.
to grow even more, meetings, you're doing so many cool things. You want to look the part.
Yeah. Sai, thank you so much for doing this. You look so good.
Thank you, guys.
I am
Thank you so
obsessed.
much.
Great job, Alexis. That was awesome. All right, you can stick around. And that is our show for today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for more of the good stuff.